Your sacrum, which is a bone that lives right there, moves in 3 planes of movement. It moves forward and back. I have a concept that I call the 3 keys that will help you release the sacrum in that plane of motion. The second is a side bend. I have a concept called the half body stretch that will help you release it in that plane of motion. And then the third is rotational, like this. This is one of the things that is included in a concept called 3 global moves. So all of those together in walking means that your sacrum finds this movement. It's an infinity movement, and it connects the 2 big bones in this walking pattern like this. The driver of that comes from the pelvic floor and the hip joints, how those work together to support you in standing and walking. To find this and to correct it requires that the sacrum is able to move in all those planes of motion. You can't just release the sacrum though on its own. Everything comes back to reinforce the position that you found that is working for you right now. Even if it's not working for you at the optimal level, in order to change how you use your sacrum, you have to change how you support yourself in standing. You have to change how you can access the hip joint and use that joint well. So those things come together, and that's the reason that you may have resistant pain, chronic tension in your hips, in your knee, or in your foot. All of that goes together. And if you stay around, I will show you a little bit of a starting routine that you can take to help loosen this up. If that interests you and inspires you, you can look into studying some more with me, because it is a whole system. There are stages to go through, and as you go through those stages, particularly when it goes into a really deep felt sense that changes in a radical way, you may have to take it slowly. You may have to pay attention to what comes up emotionally, specifically if you have a history of trauma. So stick around, and I'm going to take you through a little exercise routine. Let's start with what I call the half body stretch. You're going to be doing it in a seated position. You'll push down through your ischial, your sits bone, and feel how the other hip hikes up, and feel how there's this elongation right here through your lower spine. And let's just do that from side to side. You want to feel that the sits bone lifts off the ground, but you want to do it not by sliding yourself over too much, but by pushing down so the other one comes up, and pushing down so the other one comes up. So you do that a few times. And then next time you push down on the same side, you're going to reach up. So you feel this elongation here, and imagine that you're trying to find that connection so that you're stretching out along the side of your spine. So you have to organize yourself so that you stay in place as much as possible, and you find this movement here, and that you're not going way over here to do that. You have to find some level of organization. Maybe you'll even feel like you have to shorten here on this side deliberately. So you want to feel like the arm is pulling like a plunger. There's this visceral hollowing out as you do it. And then let's go to the other side. Let's just put your body into a integrated movement. My feet are going to be a little bit behind my knees. When I do that, and I do this move, I'm going to reach my right knee, and I'm going to feel my spine turn. When I have my feet in the right position, what happens is I can imagine that I'm pushing my shin forward. So I push my shin forward, and I feel my spine turn, and I can imagine my sacrum here, the little triangle shaped bone, is rotating. I do that on one side for a while, and then I'm going to the other side. Now, notice when I do this, I'm looking to do this in a way where I feel like my shin is reaching, and it, because of that action, there's this traction in my hip joint, and because of that action and the angle, there's a turning in my sacrum. So I want to feel that connectivity rather than trying to shape the movement from the outside. So I'm not doing this and pulling my shoulder forward or pulling my shoulder back. I'm looking to feel like my bones connect up, and I'm feeling and experiencing all of that connectivity. So it's one system that is talking to itself, basically. I'm looking for all those connections inside of me to see, where do I hold, where do I push, can I change something a little bit so I can link myself up. So take a moment to pause the video, walk around a little bit, and see how you feel. From that simple start, you should have felt maybe springier in your feet, more grounded, more connected, more ease.